about practice, how things are going for you, and as you ramp up for the season, what are you most looking forward to?
My practice is going good, the way how Coach Pollack coaching and teaching us, so I like the way how he making us get after it and like competition and push each other to better each other.
What's the vibe like in that room compared to other rooms you've been in?
It's the vibe different than what I've been in because I used to be the younger guy in the room. Now I'm the second or third oldest in the room. So we have a lot of young guys, and it's different because it's more. When I was young, it was more me learning. Now it's more me trying to help the young guys. Let them see the route the way I took. Cause I came undrafted and I had to work harder. So I'm trying to get them knowledge how to stay in the league longer and what's not to do and what can you do.
What about Frank? Is he all business all the time when you guys are meeting, or are there light moments? Does he joke?
No, it's a time we can joke, but once we in the meetings and stuff like that, it's locked in. We joke on the break time, stuff like that. But once football is football. On the field. Outside of football, yeah, we can have a little laugh and joke sessions and stuff like that. But once we're in this building, it's straight business.
What's it been like handling all the rotation that going the last? It looks like the last couple of practices we're really trying a lot of different combinations. But what's that been like for you? How does that affect the way that y'all go about practice?
It's like everybody knew when we came in, it was gonna be competition. So rotation wise, it's just better to line. Like it don't matter who besides you. If you working with that guy and then you work with somebody else the next day, if y'all have the same chemistry and consistency, it don't matter who there. So I think it's a big part. I like the competition because it better each other. Nobody get consistent, not consistent. Nobody get comfortable and take the job for granted. So I feel like competition is. I like that.
Frank seems to be as detail oriented as any line coach I've seen. Have you had line coaches more detail oriented than him, or is he up there?
No, I feel like he up there because this year I feel like it's more technique. It brings you back to when you first get in the league. Most coaches don't hop on the technique because it's the NFL, but he makes sure he hop on the technique because if you don't have perfect technique, you lost your job. You lost the battle right there off the contact. So technique, footwork is key. Most people throw that out the window when they get to the league. They just think, they got to make the block, do their job. But no, it's more to that.
What was your free agency process like this offseason? What led you coming back to the Bengals?
No, I knew I was gonna come back here. There won't no ifs and buts about it. I knew there was that situation for me. So once the season was over, I talked to the coach. I told him I want to come back, and I told my agent I'm gonna come back. I don't care what they offer me or whatever I'm coming back because I have a better chance here.
What do you like about the fit in Cincinnati?
I like the fit about Cincinnati is they're young. They need older guys in the room to help the younger guys they have, teach them the way. And I felt like as me being a good veteran, I should be able to do that. So I wanted to come back here and help. Like the same situation I was in Buffalo when I came back to Buffalo after the year. And you seen what happened that year. So I got that feeling again. So I told them I want to come back.
Well, right now, how do you get Jackson?
I'm telling him I told him when I first saw him, I told him like, bro, as a rookie, it's gonna be hard. But it's not that. It's the point how you respond, how you go about the way. Because as a rookie, everybody get treated as a rookie for that year, but it's how you manage it. And I just stay in his head and tell him like, don't never put your head down, bro. Just keep moving. Like, if you mess up, do this. Let's move on to the next play. We gonna learn together. Like that's what we here for. We gotta help each other, cause we the only unit out there with 5 guys, and we all. If one of us mess up, they don't say it's set of old linemen. So if we not together, it hurt all of us.
How is he managing that? So
he managing good. Like he come to work every day, ready to work. So he just got to keep doing what he had to do, keep listening to coach, and do what he got, and move forward.
What do you think about Joe Burrow?
Talk about just how he looks, coming off the injury, but he seems to be moving pretty good. How's his confidence and communication with you guys?
Joe is Joe. We know what Joe gonna give us, so however they doing with Joe, that's with them. I just know when Joe back there, we gotta protect Joe no matter what. That's our number one job, to protect the quarterback.
Going back to Jackson, and really all young guys, they always talk about, the physical thing aside, it's about learning to be a pro on and off the field and that type of thing. What was that process like for you? I mean, how long into your rookie year did it take for that light to go on?
It took me a while my rookie season when I was in Tennessee, because now when I was coming there, I'm like, oh, it's not. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make the team going undrafted, and they had guys already there. So when I made the team, I was thinking like, dang. So I really made it. So what's next? I didn't know the next steps because I'm an undrafted free agent. Most of all the vets there is like, oh, they bring guys in to take their job. So most of them don't want to be able to help. You feel me? But that's why I'm different. Like, I know the system, I know everything. So I went through it. So I want to help young guys and let them know how things go. So that's about it.
Were you surprised the Mr. Undrafted Twitter handle was available when you went to sign up?
No, as soon as I went free, I just know I'm gonna be Mr. Undrafted. That's my motivation. Every time I look at my Twitter, that's what I'm motivated about. Nobody believed in me, so that's why I kept the Twitter name Mr. Undrafted to make sure I remember why I went free agent.
How much different do you think that mentality would be if you were a first or second round pick? Do you feel like you'd still be able to have that fire that you needed to stay in this song?
I really can't tell because I didn't go first, but I feel like if I did go first round, you have some leeway because they invested more in you, so you have some, but it's still a business, so you still can't come in unexpected like, oh, everything is handed to you, because it's not. Because one day, next day, it can be something else different. You never know.
How would you characterize the difference in the running scheme this year compared to last year?
I can't. It's different now because I'm here. I was here in the whole full off season. Last year I came week 8, so I didn't get the steam, the game like the steam how they do it here. I had to learn on the fly. Yeah. So now since I have the whole off season under my belt, it's pretty simple. Like it's basically like every zone, every whoever run this zone, whoever run power, whoever run gap, whoever do that, it's just different technique. That's why I come back to the technique. That's why Coach Pollack big on the technique. So if we get the technique down, any zone, any system, it should be easy.
Given that you played 3 spots here last year and what happened in Buffalo and everything, how challenging was last season?
It wasn't challenging because when I made my mind up and wanted to leave Buffalo, I knew what situation I was gonna be in. So when I came here, and they made me play on the first week when I got here. So I'm thinking, okay, I just need to know which way the call is, which way I gotta go, and cause it's easy. If I'm playing beside the center, I know if I gotta say if it's going right 9 times 10, I'm coming this way. I gotta block the shade. So that's my mindset. So I break things down. So when they put me in different positions, so if I play guard, I should know what the tackle doing because I'm working with him, and I should know what the center doing when I'm working with him. So when they flip me on a different side, all you gotta do is just flip the stands. It's still the same mindset. It's still the same play. Now instead of being front side, you're the back side. So it's just a mindset.
How many reps does the starting 5 that's going to be for week 1 need to kind of build the chemistry needed to be good on week 1?
I won't say starting 5. I'm just saying it's not about it's the reps, but it's just working to better each other, seeing what we can do together, and because they're gonna be different people, different times. So right. I wouldn't say starting 5. Like that's what I'm saying. We can't get complacent. You feel me? So while at the game, we working on ourselves to better ourselves in a unit. So I can't answer that how you want.
I guess a better way to ask the question would be: at what point do you all kind of need to have the 5 solidified so you guys can start building chemistry as needed to get into week 1?
That's the coach's answer to that question. I'm here, like I said, competition. So I'm not expecting them to say starting here and there. I'm coming to work every day, and whenever they make that decision, that's when they make that decision.
You mentioned that you came here and they put you right in the game. You started all 5 guys in that game. hadn't worked together. I mean, it was an unbelievable performance to win that football game. So I guess it kind of shows that you don't need to have all those reps together to be able to go out and play in the National Football League effectively. What did you guys think when you finished that football game?
That what I would think, I'm like, that's crazy. I never know nobody came that short and played. Well, all I had was a walk-through practice.
Right.
And I played in the game. I only missed the first series, so I played the rest of the game off one walk-through practice. That was on scout team. So I didn't know the plays. I didn't know anything. So I do give credit to Billy, because when I came here, Billy he was playing the center that game because everybody was injured or something like that.
Right.
So it was a whole new, I think the whole starting five, no, but Mike was the only one, I think. No, Mike got sick that day.
Yep.
So it was a whole new starting five.
Five
So,
different guys, yeah.
but they been here, so they knew the system. So when I came, they told Billy, just tell me inside, outside, left, or right, and I knew what I had to do all day.
Right.
So you know a little more now, I guess.
Huh?
So you know a little bit more now.
Yeah, I know the whole. Yeah.
But the system you're saying, did Frank rip up the system, or is it?
No, he didn't rip up. It's the same system, but like, he breaking it down how we can better ourselves. Like people just run plays to run plays, but they forget it's still you got to be footwork, proper technique. You got to count on this guy. He got to know that you gonna lift this guy up on this block. So if you take the wrong technique, you behind. So the play's not gonna work. Let's take all five of us.
Did you give Dr. Smith any advice when we moved inside?
Yeah, I give everybody advice. I played tiger, I played guard, but I didn't play center. I can't help you with center. I can't help you with that. But I just told him like when he moved to guard, I'm like, bro, it's a shorter space. So everything is right there. As soon as you hike the ball, you got a D tackle or shade or three tech right there in your face. So you can't be on the edge. It's soon as you say height, the contact is right there. So I just tell him like just stay low and just because he's a great athlete. He's strong. He got good hand placement too. So once you get your hands on him, that's when you can dictate what you can do with the guy.
That Tennessee game last year, did you even know everybody's name on the offensive line?
No, I did not.
When you look at your career, going from undrafted to now, as you said, you're one of the veterans now. What are you most proud of?
I'm proud of some of the vets I had that took me under, like Taylor Lewan. He took me under when I got to Tennessee. Brian Bell, y'all probably know him too. He took me under. Them two, like hanging out with them off the field was just giving me the game of knowledge and teaching me how the NFL goes. So, and to this day, Taylor Lewan is like, we like brothers. Like, I hit him up, he hit me up, we still talk as this day. So, that's the difference.
The brotherhood is real.
Yeah, it's real, because outside of football, you hear him 24/7 down here, my bad. So, when you do get a little break outside of football, it's that bonding and learning from guys who've been in the league for a while. It's the reason why they him.
What was more difficult for you, the transition on the football field or learning how to be a pro off the football field?
It was off the field, because once you make it, that's when stuff get real crazy off the field. Family issue problems come more. So it's the way how I handle it. Like you just got to be able to tell them no, and you got to learn off the field. You just got to just tell them no. Point blank, it gonna hurt. It gonna hurt them, but if they see the bigger picture, they should understand. All right, NFL is not for long. So why would I spend more time trying to make sure y'all good, and then gonna hurt me at the end if my career comes short?
What kind of things do you have to say no to? The ticket requests, loans?
Loans, bills, all that. So, as understand, I make sure I take care of my mom no matter what, because that's who got me here. So she get no, but if certain things she ask, she know if I say no, she know I'm serious about it. So she know what to ask me and not to ask for.
More money, more problems, as B.I.G. said, right?
Yes.
This is probably the longest you've played in one spot since you've been here, right? I imagine it's been a couple of weeks now.
Not really, because I practice at right guard too. It's a rotation, so wherever he lined me up at, that's the day I go attack. If I'm playing right that day, I'm working on number right stuff. If I'm playing left that day, I'm working on number left stuff.
Is left your best?
Left is my best.
That's your most comfortable.
That's what I
left
was
guard.
in him for, and that's what I made my living at.
Does it feel like there's more rotating or less rotating than there was last season?
You said more rotation?
Rotating.
It was more rotating last year because a lot of guys were hurt, so it was different spots. Whatever, like I felt like I played whatever spot the person who come play at. So that's where I was at guard. I was at tackles, and I came back to guard. But this year we know it's rotation, so it don't matter. So you just gotta do what you gotta do.